I used to go out fishing with my father. As a child growing up here, and he used to tell us, this is your area, don't forget it. Don't let people say you can't be here.
Our people have fished and used the territory here for time immemorial. In 1914, McKenna McBride Commission denied us to have this land as a result of logging tenures.
I was talking to our chief earlier. He was estimating it's been at least 100 years since this part of the territory had any dancers on it or songs sung in this space.
We celebrated in the pouring rain. The rain there was the tears of our ancestors. I think they would all be happy to see what we're doing here today.
After so much hard work by so many, we have agreed to establish a new marine refuge. The site will be protected to conserve the important species and habitat that it contains for the long term. Over 240 marine species can be found in this region, which has been identified as a globally unique ecosystem of fragile and slow-growing corals and sponges covering more than 21 square kilometers. The establishment of this marine refuge area was the result of close collaboration between federal, provincial, and committed First Nations partners.
We made our IPCA designation with the intent of protecting, restoring, and managing the unique ecological and cultural features of these sites, and to reconnect our dispersed nation members with an important part of their homeland.
So we're trying to identify archaeological heritage sites working with the community. We've also been able to identify quite large-scale petroforms or fish traps, stone fish traps in their title. So these are large-scale products of innovation.
And would they have done fish stakes and then created a basket so that the water would sift through but the fish wouldn't be able to escape. Just incredible people.
We're realizing that the occupations extend quite a significant distance within the bay itself, so we may think the site is quite larger than what it was initially recorded in 1967.
Now we're in teams and able to sift all the dirt ourselves, and some of us have found midden areas.
We can help at least identify areas of where work can happen and maybe areas where conservation and protection are needed to ensure that their heritage is protected.
If we're going to be successful in collaboratively managing this area, we have to have a strong, stable guardian program.
We're protectors of this territory. We're here to protect our land, our sea.
We watch, and when we see something's going wrong, then we correct it.
We do some water samples. We also have bear cams monitoring the grizzly bears. We're going to be doing stream surveys, try and fix up the creeks so the salmon can come back. We have a lot of log jams to try and remove. We have a huge area to monitor.
And right now, as a capacity-wise, we don't have the capabilities to be out here as often as we'd like to be. One is not having a vessel continually being able to come out here. That takes away from one of our main jobs down around village. There's no accommodations out here.
Since our declaration, we've been able to sit down with the province and develop a working level agreement that allows us to work toward collaborative management of the IPCA. It's a long journey, but we've made remarkable strides in the past year and a half.
The aspect of reconnection is incredibly important for our people. We could bring elders here to teach our young people all of the things that we know are sustainable for the well-being of our people. Land-based learning, language, culture, all of that can take place here. but we have nowhere to do it. Restoration needs to happen in every area of the work that we're doing here. We need the money and the resources to be able to build that capacity.
We have a clear vision of collaborative stewardship and management that we believe is worth supporting.
The approach that we have under the IPCA gives us the ability to tailor to our own belief system, to our own ways of knowing, seeing, doing. Those things will very quickly show results, and other people will see how this mechanism is useful to them in the same ways. Restoration of the land is all that we're going to do until it's back to the levels we used it historically. We need infrastructure here, the capacity to be able to house people here. We didn't cause this problem, but we're willing to fix it. But we're not going to be able to do that without the resources.